thing I love about this project, the number one thing, is we're in Texas. And in Texas, everybody loves trucks. Look at the dog, man. Look at
Hydraulics, man. Hell yeah. Damn. Look like a West Texas dust storm. Everything's rusted on this thing.
Are you kidding me with this?
Okay, you got a little damage here you gotta fix.
It's Swiss cheese, man.
We nosed it a little bit and slanted it back.
But how many people that would attempt this?
There we go.
700 horsepower. I would have a stack of tickets this tall.
I'm Joe Martin. I've been building cars and bikes since I was just a little kid. My team hunts down rusted wrecks.
Well, let's get to work, man. Come on.
We knock out the ugly and put in the cool. And turn these buckets of rust into street art. This is Iron Resurrection. So I got Shag and Amanda on the road today checking on the C10 Chevy truck.
What year is it?
70.
70 C10. It's a good year.
This guy Jason wants to do some kind of a resto mod for this truck. I think he wants to do a big engine, big tires.
He didn't give me a lot of details about the state it was in, so I don't know how much of the work is finished.
Jason's come by the shop a few times, just checking it out, seeing what we've done, kind of tire kicking. So he's seen the work. It seems like he likes it, and now it looks like he may pull the trigger.
Oh, there it is.
Holy hoopty.
I wonder what happened to that thing.
A lot. I think it was at a high school for a homecoming celebration. Look at this thing.
Look at the wiring.
Well, that's quite the job for Cato.
Oh my gosh.
It's actually a pretty cool truck, though. Look, there's not any big body damage. Hello there. Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Hi.
How's it going?
So this
What
is
do
the
you
truck,
think?
huh?
This is it.
I didn't think it was that far gone.
It's not. Yeah, it's not too bad. The door's open and closed.
Okay, there's that. I'll give you that. What do you got in mind here?
Well, I want to make it a retro mod, kind of, but still keep it with a 70s theme.
Man, these 70 C10s are awesome.
I want to get the stance right, front end Camaro clip type of thing.
Well, that's right up Joe's alley for sure.
And set it up to run autocross. And there's a couple tracks here in Austin. It'd be fun to take it out to. So
Heck yeah.
kind of make a little hot rod somehow. So.
Okay. Well, I guess it's not in that bad a shape. I guess I saw the windshield and started looking around and kind of panicked.
It was deceiving. You know,
Yeah.
the broken windshield, the missing grill, the one eye blinking at you.
Yeah, I guess the question I have is, what's your time frame?
You know, I'm flexible. I don't need it to drive back and forth to work or anything.
Never hear that.
And I want to get it done right, but I don't want it sitting in what I call body shop jail. Where somebody takes it and lets it sit.
I think we could get started on it pretty quick.
Good.
Well, I mean, the other big question, too, what's your budget?
I hadn't really put together a budget on it, and I want to do it right. I don't want to go in and after we get it all done and say, man, I wish I would have done this different.
So
or
like
that different.
Flexible time frame, flexible budget.
That's like the perfect client.
Make it fast and pretty.
Yep.
All right. As of right now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it could be a different story.
Until we start digging in and finding the real issues and start tallying that up.
Thanks for having us over.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.
All right, see ya.
Shag and Amanda sold me on the C10 project, but I'm getting kind of excited about it. I think it's going to be a really cool project for us. I love trucks. The guys love trucks. And Jason and his dad are bringing it over to the shop. Yo, what's going on, Steve? Well, there it is. There it is, man. Can't wait to get the guys on it.
Cut it over a little, Jason.
And put the Mark Rose touch on it.
Let it roll, shorty, let it roll.
The thing I love about this project is probably the number one thing is we're in Texas. And in Texas, everybody loves trucks. The C10, that truck will never go out of fashion. It's a transitional body style. They ran it from 67 to 72. And it's just a really popular style. Everybody loves it. Old folks love it. Young folks love it. It's a timeless design. We've never done one of these body styles before. And cannot wait to get our meat hooks on that thing.
Oh, man.
You're gonna need some pieces, shorty.
We're gonna need
You're gonna need a windshield. It needs some shocks.
I thought they were new, man.
Where's the fuel tank, was it?
Hey, Shorty, did I mention that we're going to paint it black?
Oh, man. Negro, was it?
Black.
Say it in Spanish, that would be easier.
Pintura negra?
Pintura negra. Oh, man.
What do you think, Shorty?
Well, you know what? It doesn't look bad, but it is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shorty's more logical than I am. I want to be more creative. Shorty's thinking more time-wise, and what's going to be easier to do. This truck's going black. Black's a hassle. You got to get it perfectly straight. Got a lot of mud. But I mean, hell, we can do bedsides. You know, especially on a truck. You got these flat panels.
You think you can get panels for it, Joe?
If we talk them into new panels, it's going to save a lot of man hours, man. In the long run, it's going to save them money, save us time.
Yeah, because look at this cab. I was like, man, it's pretty bad.
Well, I know.
I mean, it's really bad. Well, there you go, Jose. Oh, my God. This thing would be badass.
Let's get it tore down, man. Let's tear into it, see what we need to order for it, see if we can find a motor, get Cato to look at the interior. Might as well dig in.
Open up this can of worms,
Open
man.
up the can of worms, man.
A can?
Sorry, Shortman. Let's open up the barrel, man.
Well, let's open it up,
I'll
Shorty.
get my chainsaw.
Let's get to work, man.
Y'all ready?
Let's take the fenders off, Mike.
My main concern on this project is just the rust.
Those ain't pretty bolts.
We don't know until we tear it down, get underneath it, see what's going on.
That gives me anxiety.
Looks like a big giant bird or a rat
That gives me
made that.
anxiety right there. Oh, my God.
What's up, man?
Look, man. They welded it on there. This is what I like to call a shade tree.
Are you kidding me?
A shade tree mechanic is what they call it. Somebody welded the fender onto the core support here. That's not cool. It's probably done in South Austin somewhere.
That's custom with a K, is what we like to say.
Back about 6 inch right there. Perfect.
Pull that glass out, got that?
Yes, full. There's not much that's really salvageable on the inside, but in this case, it's kind of good because it gives me a blank canvas to work off of.
You got it, Cal?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Which way we going, Shorty?
Look at Shorty. He just stands up, walks to the cab. Hey, sometimes being short has its benefits, man. You can see right through. Shorty, you're gonna need some parts, man. We'll have to order some rockers, maybe a floor pan.
Okay.
I haven't looked at the other side, so. Wait, Shorty, you got some problems over here.
You got more rod under there?
Yeah, you might want to look under here.
They make all the floor pans. They make the firewall pieces. They make the rockers, the cab corners, that sort of thing.
Take your gander under there. Oh. You see what I'm talking about under there, Jose?
Yeah, but you got to really be committed if you want to go down that road.
Look at that brace up there.
No, it's not even connected.
Oh.
Committed means a lot of cash and a lot of time. It's that drum of worms, that's right. Drum of worms.
Yeah, well, now we got like a whole fleet of trucks rolling in with drums.
With
in
worms
back.
on 'em.
Yeah, with worms.
Zip them bolts off. We'll get this cab off.
Damn. Look like a West Texas dust storm.
These trucks are notorious for gathering moisture along the rocker. And in the cab corners, just moisture builds up and sits there over the years. So even in the southern states, you get a lot of sheet metal to rot because that stuff just didn't have a way to drain.
Everything's rusted on this thing.
We need to consider if it's going to be worth just putting pans in it, or maybe we find another cab that's in a little better shape.
Hey, this side's worse than the other side. It can't be.
Look, you want to take a gander?
Where's that other side?
Tearing down this truck, every time we take off a piece, I mean, we need a piece. We're gonna need a bed sides, we're gonna need fenders, we need doors. I mean, pretty much we need a whole new truck.
I got
I got a little worried when I grabbed that rocker and they go, whoop.
Check out this rocker, man.
Damn.
Well, there you go. Well, yeah, y'all gonna need a cab.
Easy, Jose. Easy.
We're not going to use this cab, man. All I can see is a big money pit, man. It's getting deeper.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no sense in putting time in this thing.
No.
We're going to have to get a new cab. We're going to have to find one that's straight.
So we got a beat on an LSA supercharge at this dude Zach's place. I mean, LSA, we're looking at roughly 600 horses out of the gates.
Freaking fast. Man, this is awesome.
Baby blue Lincoln over there.
It's got a lot of stuff around here. This might be a new honey hole. Check out this Imperial.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
And you know what I love on these things? Those taillights.
It's all cool.
With that ring.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
I'm Zach. You must be Amanda?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Hi, nice to meet you, Zach.
Jack.
Wow, look at this place. Hey, you've got quite a few projects going on.
Yeah,
So I guess this is it, huh?
Yeah.
this is it. 2012 Z01 Camaro.
Yeah.
9,000 miles.
That's it.
9,000 miles, man. What's the story?
We bought a wrecked Camaro rollover. Guy had just had it built, had the Hennessy Stage 1 kit put on it, and then got rolled. And practically a brand new car. I mean, the engine looks just not even dirty yet.
I mean, LSA supercharge, I had no idea there was a Hennessy package.
Bonus.
Yeah, well,
extra money too.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna jack the price way up.
All right, so what do you guys think?
I mean, today what we've got on is we got 10,000. We can give you cash.
I literally brought 10 grand today,
Yeah.
so.
No trip to the bank.
Well, I don't really like haggling, so that puts me even and out for my
Yeah.
rent, so I could do 10.
Awesome. Thank you
If that's
so
fair
much.
for
And
you.
I'm sure what goes around comes around someday.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Very fair deal.
I'm going to pull my truck up, but hey, can I
grab
trouble
the
you for a
cash.
little help?
Yeah,
All right.
it's gonna cost you.
I'm sure it will.
All right.
That's a hell of a deal. We just got a hell of a deal.
It's a hell of an engine for sure.
Hey.
check. Here's our motor.
Yes.
Nice.
And then some.
Oh, we got some extra goodies here.
Yes, y'all. We got a lot of goodies. We got a lot of goodies.
Look at these headers, Jose.
Radiator, shifter.
Wiring harness. You got
Oh, yeah. Got the wiring harness.
We got everything y'all needed.
Man, what a score, dude. So, kind of dollars.
I mean, now that you've seen everything, you tell us, what's a good price?
We know the motor's 20-something grand. Transmission's $5. And no telling what all this other stuff costs. I mean, those headers could be $700-800.
Yeah, there's 30 plus sitting in back of this truck.
I mean, the more you talk, the better.
15 would be a killer price.
15 would be stellar.
15, 13 would be real
Well,
good.
then what's 10? Because that's what
A
we paid.
steal.
10's almost a hug and a kiss, but I ain't doing it.
You can give it to Amanda.
There you go. That's a great price, man. But you know, with that being said, I'm sitting here thinking about his frame. He wants to basically stub the front of the frame, C-notch the back, 4-link.
You might want to talk to him about a frame, Joe.
I mean, there's going to be so much time in that frame. I think we ought to, and so much power, it's going to be twisting that frame up. I say we get him on the phone and order a frame.
Yeah.
Frame coming.
Come on, Michael.
Philip Earl.
Are you pulling? Yeah. Are you? Hennessy's one of the shops that does all these performance mods to these engines, and added an extra 125, 140 horsepower to the already 580 or 600 this thing makes. And man, I can't wait to start this thing up, hear the motor, and go out and just roast the tires on this thing. We took Jason's truck all apart for no reason, man. Let's put the cab back on here. Let's get it out of here.
We need to come get it.
Hey, man, what do you get mad if we build him or we just put it back together?
The best we can do for you with that.
So I called Jason and broke the news to him. The stuff on this truck's gonna be too rough to use. The cab's in bad shape. The frame's not gonna be strong enough for this engine.
What's that word, Dave?
These body panels are no good to us. He gave us the green light. Told us to go for it, get the new parts, just make it right. Look at the dog, man. Look at
Bring it back to the day. How about those?
With the hydraulics, man.
Hell yeah. Damn bad on.
we get all this stuff new, but the cab we cannot get. I really need Shag and Amanda to come through for us. See if we can find a cab that's a little bit better shape.
You are not messing around.
I got this. We find a badass motor. We got to hit the road again and find a cab.
I don't think we have anything around here like that. I don't think.
See what they got. They got a few cars.
I'll put the word out, but
Let's go further into hill country.
Square body. Right there where those old buses are. Check it out.
We can't find a Chevy truck to save our lives.
Well, that was fail. I've called every contact we have. They've all turned me onto their contacts.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think in the state of Texas, we would have no problem finding a Chevy truck cab.
Let me know when you find something.
Yeah. Me and the guys are pretty happy because we got the new frame, and I'm glad Jason decided to scrap that frame. This motor deserves a platform that's going to handle like a brand new Corvette.
this is pretty.
It's going to make this truck perform really well. It's going to brake well. The stance is going to be perfect.
Now we're talking, man.
The frame's built out of 2x3 square tubing, mild steel, very stout, but yet flexible enough. It's not going to fracture under big horsepower loads. They add in extra bracing, keeps the frame twist down. This guy can do some heavy driving, heavy steering, and you're not going to get flex. The housing has been beefed up, so it can handle big horsepower gains, extra strength in the axles. Got a state-of-the-art Watts link, controls your sway. Really, in the end, makes more sense than going back taking a stock frame, boxing it, doing all your mods to it, and you still end up with a stock frame.
Push.
And most of all, we get to finally move forward on this project.
Come on up.
They come over the bottom.
That's what I was telling you.
Here, hold on.
That's what I was telling you.
Being that it's a pickup, 700 horsepower,
We need to go like this a little bit. There we go.
he'll be a sleeper for sure.
We can go down, Mike.
Y'all ready?
Here we go. I would have a stack of tickets this tall.
There we go. So we got our supercharged LS mounted on this new frame. Looks really trick. Need about 3 or 4, man, somewhere in there. But we have no truck without the cab, the bed, the rest of the stuff. We need that stuff fast. Good news. Just got a call from my buddy Bama Brown. Apparently he's got a cab that he says is going to be just what we're looking for.
I think Bama has the shop wired. Because how is it that we need something and he's got it? Or a mole.
Well, you know, he's everywhere.
I'm going to send Shag and Amanda over to verify this thing, see what he's got for us. Hopefully it's what we need.
Is this it?
I guess that's it.
Man, I can see sunlight from here.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Man.
Oh, I am saved the day.
Well, let's take a look at it.
Look at this cream puff.
Oh, I'm looking at it.
Oh my Lord.
Look at this.
What? Hold on
Hey,
a minute.
hey, hey.
I don't think
Okay,
so.
there's a couple little odds and ends.
I can see right through this thing, man.
There's holes in the top. There's holes in the bottom. Are you kidding me with this?
Okay, you got a little damage here you gotta fix.
It's Swiss cheese, man.
$300. $300, and it's yours today, and I will
I'm not
deliver
gonna
it.
take it.
All right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I got one more I gotta go get. It's like in North Dakota that I'll go get today and bring it to the shop because I know Joe is over there and they're all waiting on a cab.
Well, they're
So
waiting on us to come
Yeah.
back with this cab.
It's gonna be the greatest cab you ever saw.
This thing's pathetic, dude.
Do you have pictures of it?
No.
The cab for that 70 C10 has been a pain to find.
We cannot sit on this truck any longer.
It's Bama. I mean, honestly, it has to be the one.
Yeah. We're at a point now where
They,
this is
they,
the one.
they may pull the cab off my truck if they can't find the right one. That's gonna look weird.
Awkward.
Yeah. Bama Brown.
I believe I'm gonna redeem myself right here.
I gotta tell you, it's a lot less holy than the last one.
Firewall's good, braces were good.
Well, the key thing is the structures were bad on our last cab. Yeah, they were gone.
Right.
So we got new rockers coming, but I mean it's the best one so far.
Yeah, it's by hands down.
Yeah.
This is one of these take it or take it deals because there's not another cab like this anywhere near here. Here's the deal. I'm gonna give it to you.
Give it to us for how much?
How about free?
Did you say free?
I'm gonna give it to you because I put you so behind on your schedule. How about that? Take that deal.
You gotta hurry up on this guy.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's a one time only.
I'll bet.
I knew y'all'd find something wrong with it even with it being free.
Well, I say we pull the cab off the frame. Bam, you take the rest with you, man. What do you think, boys? Yeah, grab one.
The dog hadn't said a word yet. That's kind of bothering me a little bit.
What do you think, Short North?
Man, look at this, man. It's been a long time since I had to take a crowbar to take my dog or
It's
something.
not even that big. is it?
I didn't know you've been doing body work this long.
This is I'm beginning to get the idea that y'all don't like my cab.
I mean, the cab's rough, and it's just amazing to me. In the state of Texas, we can't find this cab somewhere.
Glue that back on and mud that baby up and let's get it on the lot.
Looks like 2 people were square dancing on the roof or something.
Probably more like breakdancing.
They were doing the worm on the roof or something, man.
Here's the deal. At some point, it's not funny anymore.
Like right now,
Yeah,
getting
because
real
we actually
close.
got to build this truck. So at some point,
Well,
it's not
let's get
funny
it off
anymore.
then. Come on.
Well, hey, we got to go about a foot, set it down, then regroup.
It's fixable, you know. Just hoping we could get a better one, but it ain't gonna happen. So, you know, at this point, we have to just hunker down and deal with it. You know what I mean? That's all we can do.
Appreciate it, man.
Get it done tomorrow.
Appreciate the free cab, brother.
You know, Joe, you're the only one that feels that way.
Well,
He don't mean it. He don't mean it. I can tell you right now, he don't mean it.
I'm sensitive. Y'all heard
Oh
me.
my God, you're at the wrong place. Well, at least we didn't have to keep that crap, right?
That's what you call a carcass.
There you go.
The thing now, we just got a lot of just corrosion and dirt and grime. That's gonna be the next thing. Just get the corrosion off.
You want to cut it or no?
No.
Hey, look at that, man. 30-30.
30-30.
Spent shell.
Lever action, son.
Redneck
I
truck.
want to wear it around my neck. I'll be a redneck Mexican. Jose, the Sam blasters are here.
Let them have all the book.
You can't help it, can you? It's like a kid in a damn candy store.
And what we do is we scale everything down and clean it up, you know?
Yeah.
We're gonna bring some modern elements into the 70 Model C10.
We're going to shorten the bumpers and shave them, tuck them in real.
Yeah, get them a little more streamlined, get the truck, just clean it up. We're gonna change the body style, just barely. It's just a few little aesthetics on it, but it's gonna keep it in the classic styling. I like the 67 front of the hood, like your truck, so yeah. I think that's a good idea on his part to roll that hood back. It's gonna be kind of tricky, but it's gonna be worth it, man. I think it'll look cool. Some of the modern aspects are the interior's all updated with late model features. Obviously the wheels.
And that type of wheel would look better.
Oh yeah, I think that's what we need to go with. Man. Here's our truck, sure enough. Let's get started on it.
And make that right there.
Let's go make that.
All right.
So our order from LMC Truck just arrived. Damn, he's got the whole load coming out. Now we can get these rusted rockers cut out of this thing, get our fenders replaced, order doors, bedsides, everything we need.
I'm going in, man. Pull it up, Paul.
That's a load there, man.
We evaluated our truck and decided to put the new stuff on. In the end, it's going to save money. It's going to look great. It's going to be the way to go.
Yeah. Got us a clean cab.
So we finally got this thing sandblasted. There's a lot of, rust, but it's typical. And luckily, it's in the places where we got replacement patch panels to put in.
It's gonna get sparky.
Next thing we gotta do is get this floor cut out for the tunnel, because the transmission's gonna pop through the floor.
Say hello to my little friend.
We're about to cut these drip rails, because that edge, it'll gather trash, and it gathers moisture, and it'll rot out.
Check it out, man.
Hey, you can sell that in Cuba, sure, Doctor, for about $25.
25 bucks?
Yeah.
I need a tetanus shot now, man.
Hell yeah.
So you got it taken apart?
I discovered the present.
This 25-year-old Bondo.
It almost looks like a little pastry in there.
We're going to clean it up real good, and then we'll put all the new stuff back on. This thing's going to be better than it was when it was new. Look at that. Slides right in. Did you see that? Like my glove, man.
Looks new again, Shorty.
We're having to replace the inner rockers, the outer rockers, and then the corner sections here. I'm trying to make it fit as good as possible. That way this crease right here will line up, to the door exactly as it should.
I got my little stinger gun. Weld this little stud on here in these dents, and then take the slide hammer and just try to pull that dent out. Basically welds it and just pulls the sheet metal. See, dent's out. This truck's going black. First thing we try to do is talk them out of black, but when they insist on the black, it means we got to put extra time in this bodywork because it's going to show every flaw. Other builders are always trying to find something wrong with what you did. that's the nature of other builders.
Welder up.
So you take your time. In the end, it's worth it. There's nothing like a super slick black paint job to show, the time and quality you put into it.
Well, hell yeah, sure. What you think of that?
That's perfect, man.
I like it.
We'll build the seat from scratch. We'll add some bolsters to it. Make it a little bit more racy. We'll redo the door panels, with the aluminum base and really trick it out and make it look really cool.
It's rare to find good upholstery guys, and Cato, he's at the top of his game. And we heard that Cato was looking to set up a new shop, and I just thought, hey man, let's get him here. We just consider him part of the family now.
Leather, to me, is easier to work with because it come off a cow, and a cow was round. And most of the stuff that we do is round. So when you go to lay it on a high bolster, here, it tends to lay down better without wrinkling or any imperfections in it. Jason, the owner of the truck, come in when we're picking colors, and he's like, see my boot? I was like, yeah. He's like, that's what color I want. I'm like, okay.
What we've done here is shave the drip rails off this truck. Normally these things have a big hideous channel. They're functional, but they look like hell. So we trimmed it down, and we're gonna take a piece of sheet metal, tack it along this edge. It'll look cool and it'll function. The fabbing part for me is probably the funnest thing. Something about the metalwork. Just making something with your hands, making something new and improving the aesthetics or the functionality of it is rewarding. It's a shame sometimes you do all this metal work and then you got to cover it with all this paint. Bottle work. Today was critical we get the cab on.
Let's do this, man.
We got a lot of stuff to do. It starts with the cab. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Three? What are you talking about? Hold on, now. Let me find the spot. Shorty. All right, come on. Here we go. Come on with it, man. Wait a minute.
Thread the needle, dog. Thread the needle.
It's straight down, Joe. We're lined up pretty good, actually.
One of the critical components of getting the cab lined up is that the bed has to go on, and the body lines of the bed and the cab have to line up just right.
You know what, man? I think that little one.
Go ahead, Trey. Okay. A lot of times you see guys do these trucks, and the body lines don't line up, and it looks terrible. Man, you can see it a mile away.
It's just like on the edge right here.
Let's see if we can get it to move. Now that we got the cab on the frame, we can see where the transmission height is, and the stock floor wasn't tall enough.
Right there.
Basically what we're going to do is form a new one.
It's got a little bit too much bend on this side. Or over here on this side.
Perfect. Plus it'll be super stout,
Man, I was looking at that header, Joe. Woo. You're going to have to pull some magic out of your pocket, son, to build that son bitch.
It's close. What we're trying to do here is utilize the headers and fit them onto this truck, but it's a little tricky. This one might be a little softer. We also try to keep each tube distance to the collector equal distance, just so it doesn't make it tuning on it difficult. Ah, there it is right there. Obviously what you're looking for when you run headers is more horsepower. Better flow for the exhaust coming out of the head than a cast iron stock manifold. But you have these fitment issues. You have these big motors. You got AC, you got steering arms, you got motor mounts, you got the frame, you got firewall, you got the floor. You got a lot of stuff to consider. And sometimes you need like 8 hands. You need somebody to hold this right here, somebody need to hold it right here at this position, at this, turn it a couple more degrees, somebody's got to hold it, and
it's kind of a balancing act, when you're in the circus and trying to balance. Well, that's the same thing when you're trying to build a header.
It's kind of like certain day, short day.
Is that was pretty good, man. What were you talking about?
I forgot, man. I forgot.
Yeah, man, what do we do next? Front end?
Yeah. The truck's made some huge gains. We've got the bed on there now. We got the cab pretty much mocked up. Now we got to move to the front end. Basically build forward. Just get all the gaps lined up on the front because we can't go back and do it when it's painted.
Looks good. We'll see when we put the hood on it, though.
Let the fun begin here. One of the body mods we're doing to this truck is we're going to nose the hood a little bit. We're going to bring it down a little bit. So basically we're going to take the sheet metal, slice and dice it a little bit. No turning back, bro. No turning back. Lay it back, and then just tie it all back together. Basically a 67 and a 68 is the same body style as a 70 model C10. So the frame was the same, the body panels were mostly the same, but there's a few changes. 67, 68 had a really cool slope back hood, and that's the one that most people prefer in that generation of Chevy truck. Right there, Jordan, right there, perfect. We decided to blend the 67, 68 elements into the 70 model by actually taking the hood and reshaping it to look a cross between the 70 and the 67, 68. It's got a little bit of a cut down. We nosed it a little bit, slanted it back.
There's not many people that would attempt this. Especially on a big old surface like that, you know what I mean? Knowing that it could have went like this, and
That was ballsy. It's a little detail with a lot of effort, but it'd be one of those details that somebody, when they walk up on the truck, they don't really, they're like, man, what's different about that truck?
Just kind of just tell me we did our own thing to it, man.
Yeah. Damn, we put the factory bow tie back on too, look.
Damn right. How's it going in there, Shaq?
It's going great. Just don't let Joe see me doing anything. It makes him nervous. What you got there, guys? A little spinach and kale?
You want some?
A little almond and raisin?
Seriously?
You want some?
That's what Kato does. He'll like a handful of grapes. He'll just come out of the bathroom. Hey, man, you want some?
Here you go.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks, Cam. Especially if he gets something out of his pocket, you know, like some almonds.
His pockets are full of trail mix.
Gonzo, you getting some headway, brother. Just see if you want a little shake. You want some, brother? Come on, K.O.
Don't get the out of here with that.
You want some, brother?
Get on yourself the shot. Get on.
There you go.
Let the good times begin under his lift again.
What we got to do now on the C10 is we got to get to work on the exhaust. Get the pipes coming off the headers. We got to come back, make sure the muffler's going to fit. They got to go over the rear end. We need that clearance. So that's the next critical thing. Got us 3 inches. So this truck will breathe. So it makes it really nice using this MagnaFlow builder's kit. It's because, you know, they got all the different degrees of bends and angles and that sort of thing. For shops like ours where we got to fit an exhaust in all these weird contorted places. What we need to figure out here is we got this bar. It's kind of funny. I don't know. We chopped the headers up, basically rebuilt them and tucked them up in the frame more, but it's gonna be tight, just snaking it all through all this stuff so nothing's, you know, nothing's hitting, nothing's tapping on anything. It's like a puzzle.
How come we can't just pie cut this collector right here, Joe?
We could.
Where we need it.
Let's do that. Let's, man. Well, that's what we gotta do. That's our Huckleberry.
Shorty, eyeball this back there again.
Hey, Shorty, man.
Right there, perfect. You're just making me do more
Well,
cardio.
he's getting his cardio out of the way.
Get my cardio, man.
Well, I brought you a bicycle, Shorty.
Oh yeah, it's stout now.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's true, man. Man, I think we're close, man.
You can do 50 of those?
Get it,
Man, I want to see it.
Get it, sugar.
Yeah, but the real ones are like
Yeah, that's fine, man. Okay. That's badass right there. We got a little trick we're gonna do with the bumpers. That's what we call suck and tuck.
is that kind of where you want to be?
That's right where I want to be. Basically, we slim it down. We thin them out, trim the bumpers in, get them from hanging out. Makes the overall appearance of the car just look that much more lean. It's these little minimal things. It takes a long time to do them, but it's worth it because you take all these little details, all these subtleties, all of those combined just make for a killer package.
We need to do some blocking today, get this thing ready for paint. We're definitely under the gun on this deal, but you know, when you're trying to get a car as good as it can be, especially a black one, it's very important. I mean, I can't even stress it enough. I can say it 100 times right now. When you paint a black car and you want it to show your reputation, you basically need to do whatever it takes.
Got all my buddies out here, we're blocking. We don't discriminate at our block parties, man. Everybody's invited. It's been getting down to the wire, and we've called in some reinforcements. It's turned out to be an all-night block party, sure does.
That's usually how it turns out. You think you're going to be done in 3-4 hours, and it turns out to be 12, 15.
That's right.
There are no special techniques, really, to painting black. You know, black is pretty much straightforward. If the panel is bad, it's going to tell you right away that it's bad. I think we're good to go. I mean, we'll see what the customer says. We hope he likes it as much as we do.
I got my remaining piece to the console. That's our final piece right there. Just tack it in.
We're gonna wrap it in leather. It'll be a nice little showpiece in the middle of the truck.
So we're making some good headway on it. I got Farron on it doing the wiring. Wiring's always a complicated job. You gotta put it in on every end. It's gotta go in a different socket. Just one piece at a time.
We'll get this in, get my little beauty strips, and we'll get the wheel tubs on this thing, get the tailgate on it, and then the back of this truck will be buttoned up. Shoot, that's a ticket right there.
Cooler fits, man.
Look at there.
That saves a lot of headache there, man. Oh my God.
I'm stoked about getting it buttoned up. It started out like a nightmare, but it came together really nice. I love everything we did to the truck.
It's a good thing this door's not heavy.
Come on, man, don't you work out?
I'm working out right now.
This ain't the time to be working out
I
loud.
see that. Yo, we gonna light her up, buddy. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Hit her. Hit her.
Woo! That's a little wake-up smoke, that's all. That big old motor's smooth, man.
Yeah, that sounds good. Cool. Let's put this thing together, boy.
Hell yeah, man.
Thank you, sir. Here we go. We're getting down to the final push in the C10. We got interior to put in. We got to put the hood on.
Black is beautiful.
Got a few things to buff still. Getting down to the wire on this thing to where we can get it, go down the road.
Every time we put a piece on, it starts to look better.
It looks better and better, don't it? Hopefully it's a turnkey, ready to go truck for Jason.
Last time we had to do this, right?
This is the last time we're gonna do this.
I'm in.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
right there.
Can I sit in it?
Hell yeah, I'll sit in there with you. Bam, she's ready to go. Come here, sit down in there.
Well, hell yeah. The black beast, man.
We're almost there, boys. Yeah, just bolt everything down and
Speaking of bolting things down, let's bolt this thing together and get it out of here. The C10's come a long way.
That was fun. It is loud. And it is ready to go.
You know, with this LSA engine, man, and chassis and the brakes and exhaust. I mean, this thing sounds wicked, runs great. It's just a blast to drive. You see, it was a can of worms from the get-go. I mean, it had tons of rust. Rockers completely gone, cab corners completely gone. Total hassle, but it was all worth it in the end to see it outside all finished up.
This black that's on here is so shiny and pretty,
I know.
but it also looks really mean at the same time.
It does. It looks kind of naughty, doesn't it?
It does look naughty. Now that you mention it.
The subtle details on this truck were definitely worth the effort. We Frenched the drip rails. We pancaked the hood. Tucked the bumpers.
The seats are so incredibly comfortable and soft. That leather is perfection.
Think Jason will like it?
Yeah, I think he's gonna love it, actually.
I hope so.
You should probably do a burnout while you can. You won't have this truck much longer.
This thing was designed to burn out.
The truck, just like everything Joe makes, is always more than the customer expects. There that is. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh my.
There we go. They're pulling in from a distance. I'm hanging out with Jason. You can hear it first. Coming over the hill, it's just badass.
Well, there they are, right on time.
I'll just let you take this in. Wow. So it does that. When Joe gets in on it, he takes what they want to do, and then he does what needs to be done to make it just complete.
What's going on, man?
You have it all the way to the floor right there.
Man, probably about 1/8 of the way.
Really? It was just a little look-wise. I mean, he nailed it with the hood and the cab and, you know, that triple black paint. You could just reach down into it like oil. You know, it's just awesome. The interior, Cato did a great job. Tires and wheels, everything just looks fantastic on it.
Well, what do you think, man? Jason, want to take a ride?
You bet.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Jeff's gonna have to give him kind of the down low on what to expect.
You gotta be ready if you're gonna stomp on this thing, man. It's a handful.
Because this thing will get you. I mean, it's like jumping on a bull trying to hold on for 7 seconds.
Chassis stiff, man, but it's made to be, you know?
Right. My first thought was sitting in it, I'm like, don't want to get too squirrely with it. You know, because I know it's got a ton of horsepower. We took off pretty nice and gentle, but had a few opportunities to jump on it. And man, that thing came alive big time. You could tell the suspension was tight. You could tell the frame was rigid. It's a hot rod. It's always shocking to the customer because it's always above and beyond what they expect. And with this truck, I mean, it looks pretty, it sounds badass, and it'll knock your teeth out. Is this good enough?
Here we go.
Can you moonwalk, Mike?
I can move on.
Let's see it.
Today I'm Naked and Afraid. Naked and Afraid would be the title of the horror movie I'd be in. Shag's naked. We're all scared as hell. I should probably wash this soon. It's getting a little green.